What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Maintenance Day. I don't know what we have on the docket for maintenance. I think it's not going to be anything too crazy. Let me see if they've posted the notes already. Tech updates. Looks like there's something here. All right, there should be hopefully a brief set of maintenance in about 1 hour. The last one they posted was last week. So we don't have the notes yet, but we'll see what happens. I'm expecting it to be a small one. I mean, there's no major releases happening. Let's see. I'm trying to see if Investigator talked about it at all. Investigator. I saw something from him. He said nothing too crazy happening tomorrow, just stuff I talked about last town hall, a past proposal, and some cleanup fixes. So my guess on the past proposal is Rift Watchers. The burn may begin starting tomorrow morning, which is very, very exciting. I hope people go out and just buy a ton of Rift Watcher cards, or maybe not. And then those things just go up in value. But I would really like to see Rift Watcher pack sales pick up now because we are getting to an interesting point on the DEC supply. So 4.665 billion. We're not quite at 43,000 yet, but we're gonna get there. All right, so let's see who we got in the house today. Blockchain Projects, happy Tuesday. Dice12 says, I'm here early, it would seem. Yeah, sorry, I know I got started a little bit late. I was on a phone call that ran longer than expected, but everything's good. Luke, what's going on? Johnny Co, BTC pump incoming. Please tell me why. Please tell me why. I posted something on Hive blog yesterday. If you guys, I don't usually push this, but if you guys aren't following me on Hive blog, I try to post a lot with like Leo Finance, for example, where I talk more crypto related stuff because it's Leo, or Leo Finance. But one of the things here, if you don't mind me sharing with you, that is related to this. Let me go here to my post. I was talking about we can see some volatility for Bitcoin in August, because if you see all of these different ETFs, they have their first deadline coming up at the beginning of September. So again, this could get pushed, and you can see first deadline, second deadline, third deadline, final deadline. And what's funny is the final deadline for so many of these is actually the month before the Bitcoin halving, which is crazy. But there's a lot of chatter right now about the Bitcoin ETF or a spot Bitcoin ETF getting approved. And if they do approve one, generally they'll probably approve more than one. And this isn't even all of them. I think there's more. The BlackRock isn't even on here, for example. But they'll probably approve more than one. And therefore it's not even tinfoil hat, but you have to imagine if any of these institutions catch a whiff of it ahead of time, they're going to start loading up on Bitcoin to front run, it being open for institutional adoption. I'm sorry, BlackRock is here. Sorry, it's the iShares Bitcoin Trust. I didn't realize that was BlackRock. But it could be very interesting times. So yeah, if you're not following me on, whoops, that's not the wrong one. If you're not following me there and want more crypto and other game related content, I post there about Golem Overlord and Terra Core. I do post a lot of the same videos here, so you can skip those. But if you're not, let me know. Where was I? We were going through chat. So Dice12 says, I still need so many Rift Watcher cards. Yeah, I barely have any. Do you all have enough DEC? I am no longer stacking DEC myself because I am probably going to use a Rooney. Man, you know what though? I'm still going to need some DEC because I have 3 Rooney and 3 plots. And I actually think that I actually think that I only want to use 2 Rooney because I enjoy playing with my Rooney. It's one of the cards I actually go to quite a bit. So Bitcoin 6 says Gary will never approve. We'll have to wait and see. When it comes to land though, how are we feeling about 1.5, at least from what we know so far? Obviously, MAV access this weekend is going to give people a much better idea. But let's see. I think we're only at 70 million DEC locked up. SPS DAO is at 70 million. So here's the thing. I mean, we've seen a bit of a slowdown in sales for Riftwatcher packs, mainly because I think people just need the DEC for land. So I put that video out kind of calculating. I'm curious to know if it's any sooner, because if we're going to get this burn starting up, 500,000 minus 42,916 equals 457,000 divided by 15,000. All right, so that still equals 30 days. So assuming the first burn happens today, let me get my calendar out. Sorry, I know you guys can't see this, but assuming the first burn happens tonight, so I guess the 9th. So that would be burn number 1. 7, 14. Yeah, so the date hasn't changed. 7, 14, 21, 28. We're looking at the 7th being the 30th burn, and it's like 30 point something days. So we would need to see about 8,000 more packs sold. Something like that. My guess is that we're probably going to see it around the 7th or hopefully earlier if there is a rush into packs. But so much of that is up in the air, and so much of that is going to be what happens with land. Yo, NFT gaming and collectibles in the house. What's going on? Definitely going to be playing on MAV server all weekend. Yeah, it should be a good time. Now, I'll be honest, I'm traveling this weekend, so I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I will not be streaming Thursday, and more than likely, I will not be streaming Sunday. I mean, I don't know if I can sneak in a quickie here in the morning, but I'll be traveling. Got a lot of family stuff. Not actually, Sunday I don't have family stuff. Sunday's filled with a bunch of stuff, catching up with some friends. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely nothing Thursday. Sunday might be an option. Oh, and then Tuesday I'm flying again. Holy crap. What time's my flight on Tuesday? I guess we're not going to have anything here. So it's good that land's getting a little bit delayed. Yeah, I'm going to miss the stream next Tuesday also. Dang, son. All right, well, I guess that's what it is. So, we'll see if we can find a random time to stream. All right. Let's see. Blockchain project. I think no one has enough workers to expand their personal empires in the game. Luke says playing Splinterlands Modern actually a challenge at the moment. Yeah, people are moving in leagues. Okay. What's up, Keys? I figured it's you, Keys. I've never seen Gank come on here, so I always assume that it's you. But thank you for introducing yourself. I feel like the team cannot do all they need to do. Land is a full-time game to keep developing in itself. They need more staff. Well, we need a bull run before I think they can hire more staff, or they need to figure out more ways to make some money to get people on board. But I don't think that it's going to be. I don't think it's as bad as you're thinking, Bitcoin Sig. I think they're going to be just fine. They put together this land iteration. It's just what's going to suffer potentially are all the other game modes and things that we want to see added in. I don't know if that gets delayed or not, but I think that they're going to be fine. They have a solid plan, and I think taking a breather from land after 1.5 is out for a couple of months is probably not a big deal. What's up, Alex? I've decided that might be wiser to sell into the FOMO with the launch of land, then build up an IR1 land. Empire One land cools off. That is assuming there is a FOMO period with land. Mavs always front run it. Beta dumb. Just let it fly. Been years. Does anybody else understand what he just said? Alex, what are you saying? That's not even a sentence. Okay, so here's my kind of like bearish take. I don't know. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can put this into a video, but let's do this. I want to go. Okay, so we have, what is this, 3,400, 900. Okay, so hold on, let me do some math here. So 3431 plus 923 plus 221 plus 56. So there are in total, this is not right, 3431 plus 923 plus 221 plus 56. So there are in total 4,600 occupied plots. So we know at the very least these are all going to be going for SPS. Now, how many of them are going to go for SPS with a maxed 100,000 PP? I don't know, but let's assume all of them do. And I'm not even thinking about other multipliers. I'm just saying if only the occupied ones go for that, right? Land divided by, right? So we have, what is it, 200,000? I think it's like 208,000. 208,000 divided by 4,631. If all of those lands are even, they'll be getting about 44 SPS per day. Now, obviously, we know that they're not even, but here's the thing. If you split it between occupied plots, the return that you're getting is 44, we'll say 45 SPS per day. It's 44.9. At 2 cents, 0.0, I will say 0.025, just to round up a little bit. You're making $1 a day on your land on average. That's not very much. Now, the only way that this goes absolutely bonkers is if SPS goes up. If SPS does not go up in value, if we don't spike it like crazy, that just draws more and more people in. I mean, how many people are going to be rushing to like max out their production to get, 40 SPS per day? I don't know. That's like $1 a day, right? It's making me a little bit more tempered in my expectations, but we have to really see how scarce DEC becomes, and then how scarce SPS becomes if we start burning it and pushing the price up. Now, hopefully we do get to a place where, some FOMO and greed kicks in. But if it doesn't, I'll tell you right now, like it's not like I'm going to be, burning a ton of SPS to set up another plot that's going to be going and working to get $1 worth of SPS per day. It's just not worth it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And here's the thing. If it's only going to be 45 SPS per day on average between all the occupied plots, what happens when you have the tens of thousands of other plots that will be dipping into that SPS pool also? It's only going to go down. I mean, if SPS like jumps up to like 50 cents and all of a sudden people are like printing, $20-$30 of SPS per day. Yeah. I mean, I can see the FOMO really trying to kick in, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little tempered in my expectations. I don't want to say that I'm bearish, but it just so much depends on that. All right. FOMO will happen when people can populate and see it. Let's hope so, man. It all comes down to that silly little flywheel. If the demand for DEC is as big as people are expecting it to be, and Aggie's talking big, man. Aggie's talking real big. then yeah, it'll happen. But I'm not seeing the demand, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I know that this is supposed to be like a land hype stream, but I'm not seeing it yet. Yeah, don't let Mavs have early access. Any reason? Or you just not like Mavs? What's up? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Aaron Kennedy. Wishing you many more. FOMO, well, when a large percent of everything comes off the market. Let's hope so. Just buy my Yoda and Llama so I have DEC for my land. Dude, nobody wants Yoda and Llama right now. I got a magic land, was happy, but now I want occupied. Well, again, so here's the thing, okay? And we're coming back to this. So there's only about 127,000 plots available right now, surveyed, right? That are eligible to be earning stuff on land when it does go live. You got 4,600 of them for occupied. And I don't know what this is. This is like 15,000, maybe 16,000 magical plots. Here's the thing. And I've said this multiple times. I made multiple videos on it, but if they do not give a reason for people to go after magical, if they just say, hey, you're going to have to trust us that, research tokens are going to have benefits in the future, then all of these other natural lands, they're all going to mine SPS. I mean, yeah, a lot of them are going to mine grain, sure. But I think a lot of people are just going to go and try and get the SPS, and they're going to run the numbers to see how much does it cost to buy grain off the store and get SPS in return. And I don't know, maybe I see Tails is here. What's up, Tails? Tails can run the numbers for us because he's a numbers guy. I had 37 plots when the original land sale closed. I have sold down to only 6 left. We'll sell at least one more, focusing on magic land. Very cool, Blake. Seems you are divesting out of land. Oh, we definitely want Mavs to play with it first. I'd rather find us any exploits. No longer going to inflate like DEC. Yeah, agreed. Minus the cost of grain. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another point. So people are going to be trying to get 45 SPS per day, but how much grain are they going to? How much are they going to be spending on grain? And if they're not producing enough grain, I don't know. I go back and forth because it's just like it. If the returns aren't worth it, people aren't going to go do it. But if the returns are worth it, then all of a sudden people are going to be burning a ton of DEC for grain. If they can't, make it themselves. I think grain's really going to be the limiting factor here. So if you are in Area 51, I mean, I've already talked to Virus. He's probably at the top of the list just because, well, I know him. But I will probably be trying to facilitate some P2P grain sales. So whatever I'm able to tax from the keep, I will do. But then I probably will go for grain on my other 2 plots just because, I don't know, I want to help out. It's a huge hit, right? 12.5%. But here's the thing. If I sell for like 0.5 DEC, I'm still coming out way ahead. We're both still coming out way ahead. So actually, scratch that. It's not anybody in 51.3. I think I would definitely want to help people. Sorry, it's not just 51. I would definitely want to help people in 51.3 because that's my track first and foremost. But anybody outside of that, open to it as well. And people play the game for less than $1 a day. Yep. I burn my SPS for DEC now. Very cool, Alex. Let's be honest. A lot of scope functionality has been stripped out of land 1.5. What do you think is the biggest thing that's missing, Tails? When has Aggie not talked big? Yeah, that's true. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I know, like, this is why I'm trying to say I'm not being bearish. I'm just having tempered expectations. I'm still very much excited for land because I think everything could play out completely different from what I predict in my brain. But I just hope that it's worthwhile. Actually, what's a good thing that we can maybe check? So there's 4,631 occupied plots. Can we go to the land market and see how many of those are on sale right now? A decent amount, not too many, but but there's 2 legendary occupied. So you take those off the mix. Again, it's probably not enough to make a like significant dent. But it's still going to be, everybody's going to be jumping in every day to see like, hey, what do the numbers look like? This is going to be crazy. Yeah, talks big. I wouldn't take that as anything at this point. I use DECB. I have 30,000 grain and 600 time crystals. Nice. What's up, Alicios? Good to see you here, brother. It's a numbers game. The more assets you own, the better it is. Having a lot of plots making a total of $30 a day. That's almost $1,000 a month. If you have a region and making $1 per plot. But see, how the thing is, if you're not able to sell your grain keys, you need to be making way more than that on the other side. I mean, granted, again, things could get, here's what I love about, I guess not just Splinterlands, but crypto in general. Like things could get out of hand very quickly in a good way, right? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much PTSD from bear market. Items and spells, certainly the real point of land, but now grain, as that was the only new saleable item. There's no new value here to be obtained. Yeah, it's just the SPS. Although I'm not saying that the team like purposely did this or designed it that way. I'm trying to look at this from a silver lining perspective. If the returns are good and people are like, screw it, let me just go buy grain from the market, right? Because paying a DEC per grain still makes sense considering how much they can earn. We're going to be burning a lot of DEC potentially. Which, once again, adds in or eats into the flywheel effect. I don't know. How much are totems not near my CPU? I still don't have a totem. I should grab one. All right, common ones. Oh, these have jumped up to $23. I think I'm going to skip out on it. I think I'll focus on it later if the prices come back down. I mean, don't get me wrong. 10% compounded over time is a lot of production, but my main thing is, with the land calculator, I want to get between 40 to 50,000 production points for my keep, and then after that, it's kind of like whatever. So let's say, okay, I'm definitely going to put a title on the keep, the gambler. For right now, I'm going to put a Rooney on the keep. Trying to think of all the gold foil legendary cards that I have. Oh, I need to send those over. Okay, so 1 BCX of water, which is no benefit. Actually, I have 2 BCX of water. I have 1 of life, so I get the 10% bonus, and then 1 of dragon, which is a minus 50%. So I really shouldn't use that on there. Because that's only, that's 1,200 PP. I'd be better off using like a maxed, how much is a maxed regular foil common? Non-dragon, but like let's go with earth. Oh, whoops, common. Oh no, actually a max common is gonna be the same thing. Huh. So I'm at 23,000 PP. It's not bad, but it's not great either. The totem adds, if I were to get a common totem, would add, yeah, it's not that much. So you know what? I think it's probably, if I'm going to spend like 20 something bucks, it's probably better for me to go out and look at like another legendary. Like, what if I do a gold common? 38 BCX. See, that's 2200 PP. But really what I need you know what? I gotta go and probably do some shopping. Let's see. Have we started maintenance? Yes, no. Okay. Well, that's loading. Let me see here the comments. All right. Another thing to consider is how Aggie said something very important about research. Matt said there's a secret later. You'll see. Aggie said if you don't have enough research, you'll be gated. Yeah. I don't know what that means. But hopefully it's you'll make grain for your plots and be self-sustained at least 1.5. True. This means that we'll need X research in order to get access to some buildings or upgrades. Yeah, that's probably going to be in 2.0. You know, one of the things that I was thinking about is the main reason to go for research in 1.5. Yeah, you want Secret of Pretoria and gated access and all that. But imagine what happens when we get to the rest of the game. When 2.0 comes out, there's going to be a million resources out there. You're going to be so distracted by everything else. And if you have not acquired enough research tokens at that time, you'll be playing catch up while everybody's playing with all the new stuff. This means some people might consider moving SPS mining into more research, more, yeah. No, that's a good point, Alistios. All right, we are down for maintenance now. The other thing Bitcoin Sig says is that land functionality will only produce SPS and there isn't too much demand for buyers to soak up the SPS. Yeah. Are totems worth it? I don't have any. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip totems for now. Keys is saying they're the best value right now. I just bought another rare today. Oh, easiest way to increase PP over time. Brandon's in the house. What's going on? Seems SPS ROI from land cost basis. So cars plus E relative to simple SPS staking reaches equilibrium between 15 to 25% of land worked. How did you get on that number? Cards plus DEC. Oh, okay. Based on, okay. Interesting. 10% is the taxes you're saving each claim. If you have a title or totem. That's a good point. There are 50% of totems to find too, so prices could drop as supply increases. You'll need to farm grain to feed the keep monsters. Yeah, most like, I mean, it all depends on how much I'm collecting. If I'm collecting enough to feed the keep monsters, then great. But I don't know. I'm anticipating probably not. Definitely glad I've held on to my gambler titles. Yeah, I sold and bought. I sold at 26, bought at 14. Nice. So how big is your PP growing in preparation for land? I have not done anything to grow my PP. Sorry, just saying. Beta rares, buy beta max legendary cars. Aaron, you're funny. Keys, that's my main concern, that land is taking all the devs to just do 1.5 and land and economy needs 2.0 beyond to sustain the economy. After not realizing he isn't ready for land one. What do you mean realizing it? Did you see the title of the chat? Or the title of the stream? Regular epic reward cards maxed out, give a nice amount for their cost. It's what I've been doing. Okay. I see you. Rare totems, $85. Keys getting in early. Excited to be a tax lord. I mean, you know what? I think the best thing about keeps are, at least for 1.5, and probably even beyond too. But it's just I'll get a little bit of everything, hopefully, right? I'm sure people will be going after a bunch of different, all three resources. So I'll get a nice mix of things. And then that allows me to take a look at the other two plots that I have and maybe do something fun with them based on what I'm getting. So remember to click like everyone. Oh, thank you, Alicios. I would appreciate that. Research tokens will be tradable, so it could be that it's not worth it to mine early on because it will by far be cheaper supply. No, dude, I don't think research tokens are going to be tradable. We have seen or heard nothing to that sort. So I don't know where you've heard that, but I haven't seen anything in the white paper, and I believe they even reiterated it yesterday that research tokens will be soul bound and locked into like your kind of territory or something. So just something to be aware of. All right, like SPS, staking and rank play, initial shock, I'm not ready. When folks try for a 10x level, then folks calm down, settle into reasonable. True. You guys keep worrying about land 1.5. I keep buying vouchers. Oh man, Alex, it makes me so happy to know that you are on the other side of that transaction as I continue to sell vouchers and they go lower and lower and lower. Tails has me rethinking my magical plot plan. What are you thinking about doing now? I wish we could see stuff at like the region level because I'm very curious to know what Area 51 looks like. Remember this day when vouchers are up to 10 cents with the next set. God, I hope they go up more than that for your sake, Alex. I mean, for all of our sakes. I hope they go up more than 10 cents. That would be just sad if they were only at 10 cents. I mean, the thing is, I have a voucher printer, right? So I want them to go up, but I just don't see a value for them right now. Tails put out a video that it might not be worth it to fire up research night right now. Okay. Well, again, so Tails has a very good point. I've been saying something similar to the sense that if they don't give people a reason to go for research, nobody's going to go for research. It's just, that's what it is. If it's just a trust me, bro. Yeah, it's like, no, we're going to go with SPS because we can buy it, or it's not buy it. We can get it and we can sell it and we can take that ice cream money off the table. For research, like they're like one of where I thought Tails was going to go with this was like the what's that called, the prefix titles. Those are not going live in 1.5. So to your point, there should be, I was thinking that we would have probably seen anywhere from 10 to 15 whales trying to vie for those titles, but they're not live. So everybody's going to go for SPS first, right? And then maybe sometime in October, we switch over to research tokens. But, yeah. I remember when they were $35 a voucher. Ooh, those were the good old days. Isn't voucher totally useless? Like each time you need some, just buy them cheap? Correct, Alicios. What is going on, Supreme Victory Network? Good morning. My plan since day one was to go all in on research, and I'm doubling down. All right, hey, we got somebody going for research. I respect that. It's all about the game to Alicios. Game purist, I love it. Yeah, sounds like it's definitely a trust me bro sentiment from the town square for research. I mean, it's just, here's the thing. I'm not trying to say that the team is not reliable or that they're not going to deliver. The thing is, we've just seen delays. So I'm not even saying this for myself because I do want to get some research tokens, and thankfully I have the keep to get it. My point is that the general sentiment that I'm gathering from many folks is, if it is just going to be you have to trust that there's going to be some benefits. Oh, I trust that there's going to be some benefits, but I can also trust that I'm probably going to have a lot more time than anybody else is expecting to go and get those research tokens. So the returns early on are all going to be SPS. So in a way, like it makes sense that they don't mention anything for research right off the bat. In a way, it's kind of like maybe it's a good thing that they're not launching prefix titles. I mean, I don't think, like, objectively, it's not a good thing. I'm talking about silver lining here, right? Everybody goes in and we just mine the hell out of SPS, and then you have to get people to change later on for something. They waste a day of resource harvesting. Could make an impact. I'm going slow and steady, land for research nodes, and staked for SPS. Nice. I want to dedicate 1 to each thing, epic to SPS, and 2 regular to others. I think it'd be all right. The only problem you might run into, based on how your PP is split, Aaron, is grain issues. Yeah, it looks like you're correct. The white paper does say research are non-transferable. Thank you for double checking. All right, played enough RPG to know that by gated, my best bet is that really in order to upgrade your building or build stuff or craft better items, you'll need X research. And those without it will cry. People will really need grain too. That could be a good play. Again, early on, I think you're going to be able to get a premium if you're facilitating P2P grain trades, right? So, because I don't know what the cost of grain is going to be, but if I can offer it to people at half the price of the store, I don't think that it's going to be half the price once there's a full-on automated market maker, liquidity pool in the mix. But it's like, it's beneficial to me. It's beneficial to the buyer. It just takes a little extra work because you can't just go and like swap right away. You have to find someone. Have you watched Card Market from a best PP to cost ratio? I have not, but let's actually go over to. I've not been buying cards, although actually, you know what? I do have some extra capital from some vouchers that I need to sell. So instead of leveling up my deck, I think I may actually go and try to buy something for land. What the problem is, I have not, unlike Virus, I have not sat down and like really taken a full account of everything that I own across all of my accounts. So that is something that I need to do, and then figure out a strategy from there. What were we looking at? Oh yeah, buying cards. So here's your best PP to cost ratio. Venari Crystal Smith right now. It's interesting to see that golds are not up there. It's all just rare reward cards right now. But if we filter gold, so 330. Wow, look at the drop off on that. 330 for regular cards. 120, 110. I mean, that's just a premium you pay for gold. And these are all commons. I mean, it's like you can get 3 times the amount if you just go regular, but then you really severely handicap yourself. I wish this thing would save. I need to like... My goal is to get like... I mean, if I can get 50,000, that'd be awesome. But I feel so far away from that. Also, let me see here. Not that I can barely even service my lands right now, but I do want to see what the premium for Area 51 is. $70. And then after that, oh my gosh, look at this. There's not even that many available for sale in Area 51. So 70 to 120 is the premium for Area 51 versus any land you want to buy is about $42. Damn. All right, hold on. Let me catch up on the chat. If everyone goes for SPS, we're all guessing soon will be the chaos. Yeah, I'm excited for the chaos. Based on the land stream between us and assuming they are representative of the community, folks are ignoring grain a bit too much. Going to be interesting. You know what's going to be what I predict could happen, Brandon, based on your comment here, is you're going to get a lot of people who have resources tied up and they're just going to do the math. And even if it sucks, it's not the most efficient. They're just going to go buy the grain off the store to unlock their resources whenever they want to harvest, specifically like SPS. I'm self-sufficient on grain, but if it goes low enough and it makes sense to buy it to free land or something better, I'll switch. Yeah. I bought a bunch of maxed out Gargoyle Devils, even though they won't have a benefit for specific splinters. They'll be good. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, going back to, like, again, the keep is the most important aspect for me. Oops, that's not what I want. Land calculator. All right, I'm going to try and keep this page open and just make a new page if I need to leave it. All right, so the gambler, we have a Rooney. And I'm going to put 3 legendaries on here. 3 gold foil legendaries. That's all I have. I mean, you know, at this point, it might make more sense for me to just go and grab another gold foil legendary. As expensive as that might be. This gets me to 20,000. Just these 3 get me to 20,000. So if I were to grab another gold foil legendary, and I would probably grab Earth or Life, 27,000. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Cost per view, don't take into consideration the max you can generate. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Elysios. So, Dice, question is, with SPS taking requirement, do you need to strengthen your deck to climb? If you can make it with what you have and are lacking SPS, might be better to hold. That's a good point. Brandon says, the challenge with PP to cost ratio, quantity 5 Waysmith is a great PP per cost, but can only provide 5,500 base. Yeah. Anybody considering stopping ranked play to put cards to work on land, at least in the beginning, to clear lands fast and collect early SPS land? Oh, I mean, that's, you know, here's the thing. I have a lot of cards. Oh, sorry, not a lot. I have some gold foil cards. All my like reward commons are gold, but it's like if I were to do that, that's actually a fantastic question. So if we do common, I love playing with, you know, my Pelacor Conjurer, Gold Pelacor Conjurer, and Pelacor Mercenary. But let's say I were to put those in here. Gold, common, and Life. See, that would push me up. And then I could just go pay pennies for a regular foil one. So you know what? I love the 10% boost with those gold cards. But you got a good point. Like, just to max things out early on and then see. Maybe we do that while we slowly acquire more. And like, I have 2 BCX of the same card, the Oceanus. So I could actually combine that up. And then free up a slot here. and throw in another gold foil. Damn. This is gonna be fascinating. I mean, everybody's doing essentially what I'm doing live here on stream. So it'll be curious. I'll be curious to see how that ends up playing out. But I cannot imagine if you have a region, like how are you gonna manage that? That's insane. All right, you need Betamax Legendary because you get the 5X. How much are those going for though? A Beta Max Legendary? I mean, there's no way I'm gonna drop however much I need for that. So my base PP here is 13,000. But so this is with cards I already have. I am getting up to 30,000. Assuming the Rooney, assuming the thing. If I go for so here's where the common totem starts to make a difference, right? All of a sudden, wait, why did that change so much? Oh, it's a 10% bonus. Okay. I thought it'd be more than that. Why am I only going from 30 to 32? Rare totem. Yeah, not worth it. Let's just say no totems. $500 vouchers. Oh gosh, wouldn't that be nice? I'm quitting card playing for good once land goes live. I'll keep enough to do my brawls, but I go all in on land. Nice. I told you don't have enough cards for your empire. Dude, I don't think anybody does, really. What's the difference between a common, rare, and so on in the same class? Magic nature. I think it's just the bonuses that you get. Like a common doesn't get any bonuses, but rares get like a 10% bonus, I think. Yeah, rares get 10%, epic 40, and legendaries get a 2x. You really need at least a rare totem for your keep. I don't know if it's worth it though. Keys. Am I gonna go and spend $80? Like I probably could spend $80 and get 2 BCX of a gold foil legendary, and that would be 5,000 PP. See you later, Alicios. All right, don't forget for your keep PP calculations that there are significant diminishing returns. So Bitcoin's exactly right. I 100% agree. I don't think that I want to go above 50,000 PP. Because at that point, I'll be getting, the diminishing returns. I would rather put larger amounts of production on my other 2 plots and get something out of them. $200 IQ. What's up, International Travel Channel? Good to see you here. It's $80. You spent so much more on O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, that's why I don't have the money left. Also, did you guys see O'Shaughnessy going up in value again? I've kept like $2,000 worth of cards on the market to rent out and hope that eventually it would generate a lot of DC, but it's been a slow roll. Hoping the card demand picks up will cause significant growth. Well, I mean, the rental market is completely it's in a rough spot right now. So I'm actually wondering how much that changes after land comes out, because I think people will just throw stuff on for rentals because they had it, but they'll move it to land because if the rental market's just not good, which it hasn't been, we'll start to see that dry up a little bit. You paid 77 cents for my Max O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, but not a gold one. Same here. I'm making maybe 1,000 DEC per month when it used to be 5,000 per day. Yeah, well, hey, tell me how much you missed the bots, huh? I just want to occupy land because our artwork looks sick. Yeah. Creative team did a fantastic job. So open a new tab. Oh, really? We can't do anything? Oh, we can. Okay. So, what were we talking about? We were talking about gold legendaries. Oh, these are all maxed. I don't want to maxed. Hold on. Let's not look at PP per cost. That's just lowest card price to buy. Oh, look at that. Prices have actually gone up across the board. These are back up in the 60s now. Uriel is $67. Genoshaunus is at 68. Man, I wonder if people would be willing to trade a Genoshaunus for a Uriel. Or a Jared Scar. Man, this is going to be so fun. Mainly because it's going to be exciting to see how everybody treats their plots and what they decide to do or not do. Aaron says we need real demand. Hopefully land causes rapid increases in price to attract stupid money. Yeah, let's go dumb money. Actually, I like the game more with no bots, but it's harder but more satisfying when I win. I agree. All right, Lunacy system, what's up? I took all the DEC from bots and bought more cheap cards. I've been waiting for this moment. Haven't we all? I think it makes a lot more sense to get max level rare or gold foil epic in line. Oh, whoops. Thankfully, I'm done with the coffee. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let's not look at legendaries because I don't think that I'm gonna try to for that. So you can get these for like $8. I can get a Gen Renova, but here's my question: how good are gold foil epics? Now let me just compare it here. So if I were to get an epic, so I would need to get, because it maxes out at 10 BCX, but if I were to get 6 of them, which is kind of like the same cost of getting like, oh, actually, I could probably get 7 of them for the same cost of getting like gold for a legendary. So let's say you're able to get 7. That's 4,600 PP. Actually, that's a great point, Bitcoin Sig. I mean, part of me looks at this and says, well, should I sell the gold foil legendaries and buy gold foil epics with them? Because we wouldn't need that much. Like, let's put it this way. I'm at 35,000, so I'm relatively close. If I were to do this twice, oh, dude, my mouse sucks. Like that gets me to 40K. And then I'm kind of set. Oh man. Wonder if Chaos Legion Pack EV is greater than 29 yet. We can go check. I believe it is. Well, sorry, no. Oh, how come there's no estimated value at all? I remember on the last stream, I think we saw both of the estimated values for Rift Watchers and Chaos Legion higher than their pack price, which is always good to see. What was the trade you just said? Basically just gold foil legendaries. I was winning way more often now that I'm fighting humans in modern. That's good. Shows your skill. 10k DEC, max level card, 50k DEC per plot. This is not small, and is the primary thing keeping me from utilizing all my land. You need to stop buying defense in Golem. I want to attack you. Oh, I'm so glad that that is so effective on you. Bring it, Alex. Just come and attack me. Now the only thing I'm going to spend is defense. I have gold foil Chihuahuas, Renovas, Blossoms, and Seedsmiths. Looking to swap them for equivalent rarity, Fire, and Death gold foil if anyone's interested. I don't even know what I have. But now would be a good time to see the gold foils and maybe move some things around. Now would be a good time to sell gold foil legendaries, only because the prices are far too high. Prices will drop. I actually think, not financial advice, I actually think this is not the best time to sell. I think once land goes live and there's a little bit of a mania, we might see a pumping in card prices. So much so that if people don't want to pay the pump in card prices, they'll buy packs for $1.29 a pop and see if they can win something good. I have several that I've been wanting to rent out. I'll DM you. I was curious what you wanted to trade for it. I don't know. I really don't like the idea of getting rid of gold foil legendaries. But at the same time, it's like if I can get more value for land from them. Ugh, it's tough. Tough. Gotta bounce. All right. See you later, Keys. Always good to chat. I'm not convinced we actually removed all the bots from Modern. We removed Xbot and Archmage easy mode bots. The player base feels good because it feels like they did something. Well, Bitcoin sake, I highly doubt that we've removed 100% of bots, but I think the data of the amount of battles being played kind of speaks for itself. We saw a massive drop off. We were doing like, what was this? 130,000 battles per day before the change. And then even before that, we were like 300,000 battles a day. Like we're doing 10% of that now. It's like 30,000. So while I'm sure there still might be bots in there, there's just significantly less accounts playing per day, which means that the rewards have gone up. I found the answer you need without totem for 55k on keep. Max 3 gold foil epics and 2 gold foil commons. Mind you, I'm only getting 5% bonus on Tundra. Wait, so I would only need 3 max gold foil epics? Ain't that interesting? Okay, hold on. I have the 2 max gold foil commons. Wait, I'm already at. Oh, I wouldn't even need Rooney in this scenario. Epic. Yeah, this is 50,000. This is too much. So actually, I could do a little bit less than that. This is going to be fun. I mean, when it actually goes live, it's just going to be an absolute mess. And I don't know. I love it. I'm excited. All right. Well, guys, I am not going to be able to make it to the end of maintenance today. I'm actually going to hop off a little. Oops, that's not the one. I actually need to hop off a little bit early. But we'll see where DEC goes. Don't forget that's a double-edged sword, though, too. Bots bought a ton of assets and inflated the DApp radar score. I don't see that as a double-edged sword. I mean, I see that as, if anything, a silver lining for the fact that we had to deal with bots. If that had never been an issue, let me put it this way, Bitcoin Sig. How much do you think the marketing of, hey, we're number one on DApp Radar, how many new players do you think that brought in? Was it significant? At the end of the day, what was the net? Was there more damage done or more positive things done from having a game with 95% bots at its peak, right? 500 out of 500,000 daily active accounts. I would argue that it was more damage done. We're just coping if we think that the marketing was good. I'm excited the team will be released to finally work on other stuff. Yeah, me too. I know Weirdbeard has a bunch of ideas for game modes. I've been wanting guild stuff since May, or expecting it since May. So hopefully we'll have some good stuff there. Can you show us your land plots and your grain and your time crystals you have right now? No. I mean, you can see it, but it's maintenance. Also, it's weird that you just want me to show that to you. Why do you want to see it, Alex? I'm not a voyeur. My question here, we can close out with this. How many people, if we do get the burn starting this weekend, how many people plan on buying more Rift Watcher packs? I don't think it'll be very many. But in order to just like top up, I wonder if that could be a significant amount. I actually think we're going to burn a majority of these packs. So Bitcoin Sig, I don't think people find the Hive blockchain without DApp Radar rankings. I think it made SPL show up on many Web3 articles. So I don't know. I mean, look, you're not wrong. I'm not saying that it didn't have a benefit. It definitely was, and I think it was probably nice for the team to be able to focus on that at the time. But I can't speak for anybody else. I didn't find it through DApp Radar. I didn't find the game through DApp Radar. I didn't find the game through the Hive blockchain. I found it through the BNB chain, actually. I want to buy at least a few hundred. All right, so State of Survival is planning on grabbing some. No dinero here. It's all in land. You think there'll be more uses for SPS other than staking for ranked play? What else do you want? What else do you want, Luke? What ideas do you have? I'm not saying that it's enough. I'm just curious what do you want? What else you have in mind? Brandon, haven't done the math yet, but your video about low print rates on coming airdrops is intriguing. Having only one gold foil Epona from Dice still stings. I can't let that happen with Rift Watchers. Yeah, well, again, I mean, this is very anecdotal, but I'm asking a group of 25 plus people here who's buying more packs. Only one person responded that they're going to buy some. That's not to say that we're not going to sell a good amount of packs. Obviously, I want us to sell more packs, not even for me or not because I want the card prices to go lower. I just want that DEC locked away. But if we don't, well, the Rift Watchers could be very much in line with some of the older sets when it comes to the scarcity of those cards. And they, some of those cards are really, really good. Cosmetic shop where it can burn SPS, DEC vouchers. I mean, anything that has to do with cosmetics, I think, it's great. And as long as it's burning DEC, that still goes back to SPS somehow. Oh, another one, Bitcoin Sig. I will probably buy more Rift Watcher packs. Unopened packs are probably worth a lot more than the cards inside. I'm thinking of buying another 100 or so packs. All right, let's go. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got to take a quick call here. All right, never mind. That is not the call that I expected it to be. All right. We are back. I love seeing the liquid SPS number go down. You know, Aggie said there's only like 10% of SPS out and available, which I don't know if I buy that. I'm not saying that he's lying. That number seems so low to me. He said the team has like 80 million yesterday, right? Which I guess they're not staking. So, and the DAO has 106 million. I'll say 120. So there's like 200 million. Okay, so I guess he's not far off. I guess we're probably closer to about 200 million, 250-ish million. Granted, I think what he was talking about also were the liquidity pools, which I don't know if we have visibility into right now. Yes, we do. But see, look at it, like 19 million SPS, 17 million SPS, and then it drops off to 1.2 million. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do total liquidity. So we'll say what, 50-ish million across all of these? Okay, I can see. He's got a point here. I don't see 10%. I see 200-ish million out of 1.1 billion. Granted, you know, we did that little experiment, and it's only going to take like what, 10 million SPS bought in order to move the price significantly. BB Omega, what's going on? Hello. Need a car warranty? Yeah, pretty close. All right, so go added cosmetics and everyone bought. Even the ones with no bonus. I bought some there. Figured I could use my shards for something. Could be long-term hold. After the Rift Watcher burning, might reach $20 per pack and be in line with orbs and dice. Wow. Wouldn't that be crazy, huh? Just real low demand. I mean, getting them for 363 on the secondary. Dude, it's crazy to me how low Chaos Agent packs are going for. But it just shows what the real numbers are. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. We're at or under 4.6 billion DEC. That's another one to keep an eye on from a liquidity standpoint. Now, there's no unstaking time. There's no like time that it requires to remove liquidity from the market. But here's the thing, if people are using liquidity pools to store their DEC, just realize that the closer DEC gets to peg, the less you will have. It's actually, the lower it is right now, it's better to pull it out if you're planning on using it for land. Just something to keep in mind. The only way it stays in terms of quantity the same is if whatever it's paired with goes up at the same rate, right? But if you're using external sources, so like DEC or DAI, I mean, those are stable coins. Those don't move. So DEC going up in value means you get less of it overall. And then of course you got SPS DEC and swap.hive and DEC here on the Hive blockchain. Those do have a chance of going up, but I don't think they're going to go up proportional. Maybe SPS, but I don't know. If anything, I feel like we've seen almost a small sell-off on SPS for DEC over the last couple of weeks. And then yesterday, oddly enough, we saw DEC down with SPS up because people felt very strongly about that proposal. That proposal drama was fun. I had my popcorn out. Darkest Night kept calling me, and he's just like, dude, I can't believe what's going on with this thing. It went right down to the wire. For something that seems... okay, let me put it this way. For something that seems so inconsequential, yet, if you remember, there was a lot of drama around the modern bot proposal as well. I mean, Dave McCoy made that post. We had Blockchain Founders Fund we wanted to get, some information from on why they had voted a certain way. And damn, can you imagine had that not passed and we didn't get the modern format, human-only modern format? That was a game changer for many people. So, I don't want to discount the Battle Helper thing. I don't know how the team goes about and addresses it, and it might not be, months. It might not even be this year based on what they have on their plate. But, yeah, I don't know. So hopefully it passing is, leads to something positive, even for those who voted against it. It's because Chaos large set. What I found was so good, they stopped Nightmare pack sales. Yeah, I mean, that's only good if there's something you can do with your packs outside of receiving yield. But we don't have a game yet. Tell me more about the drama. I missed it. Oh, I mean, people were just buying SPS. I spoke with several people who bought SPS to go and try to swing the vote to pass or fail. It's crazy. I even went in. And I was just like, oh, you know what? I haven't really paid attention to the proposals in a while. I went through because I heard everybody was taking it so seriously. So I went through and I powered up all my votes. Here you go, Brandon. That proposal, I considered more than once pushing up to $20,000 into buying SPS to try and tip the scales. Glad I didn't give the multi-million SPS vote flips. Dude, you're going to buy $20,000 worth of SPS? That's whale moves right there. Geez, how much SPS is that? Dude, if you had bought that would have moved the price like crazy. I mean, I kind of almost wish you did. 20,000 divided by 0.022. Dude, you would have bought 1 million SPS? That's a baller move. Not 1 million, 900,000. But I mean, staking, you're going to make that back fast. I was thinking of putting 250 more into the game and buy DEC. Yeah, unfortunately can't do that. You could do a peer-to-peer trade, Alex, if you wanted to. I have some DEC. That's the problem. The slippage, even across multiple pools, is 3 to 5%. I mean, for $20,000, I think it would be way higher than 3 to 5%, wouldn't it? No. It's once we get to about $200,000. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're deeper. I'm unstaking all my SPS. I rather rent with my bronze account. I literally have 1.3k SPS on there worth near $30. Nice. Okay. You've done 10 to 15k a few times, still stings at 2. Yeah. Ugh. That slippage is too much. I don't like it. Didn't I say I was gonna hop off here like a while ago? Yeah, so we're gonna be in a little bit of wait and see mode over the next couple of weeks. That being said, land is something that I really need to get my head around properly. Now, what did we say? For like 40 to 50,000, right? Is all of a sudden there's diminishing returns? Because I do want to get some value out of my other plots and not just put absolute garbage on there. So this is actually too much for me. I mean, if there's no Rooney, then that's only 30,000. So it's got to be a Rooney on there. Maybe it's the gambler title that's adding too much. No, it's still 51,000. Oh yeah, but okay. Definitely gonna put the title on, at least for now. Put Rooney on. So if I wanted to go out and buy this much, I would have to spend an additional, was it 80? So about 250 bucks on, on gold foil epics. But that even might be too much. How much would it be for gold foil rares if I were to do like 22 BCX? Dude, that's not bad. Hold up. Maybe we just go with gold foil rares. Oops. 47,000. And how much are gold foil rares going for now? So $2 ish, and I think you need 22 of them. So that's like 40 bucks. Oh, that's significantly less. All right. Well, we'll take a look at this and see what I have can add value to. What is the expected update today? Seems tech update is taking longer than quick. Oh, we were looking at Investigator's post. He just said some minor fixes and then a past proposal, which I'm guessing is the SPS burn. Sorry, Riftwatcher burn. Asset liquidity is not great in this game. Land is pretty hard to sell. Yeah. I might just skip land and try to get to level 12 to max out SPS staking. Man, that's a lot of money. It is. I like I said, my whole thing with land is I never wanted to be like a land baron or land whale. I wanted to participate. So, if it makes sense to add more land in the future, especially when 2.0 is out, maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I just want to participate, have some cool stuff, get some benefits in game. Oh, let me go ahead and I'll take that. Ryan 600, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm just tuning in from vacation. Region 75 is ready for land surfing. Are you Region 75 holder? See, land surfing is something that I might engage in if there's a lot of land out there that has, something to offer. All right, let me shut this computer down because it's being super loud right now. It's going to be a while, I think, until we get full land utilization. And this is what I'm talking about where, Aggie's getting super excited about DEC and how much is going to be needed and keeps saying land's going to need 7.5 billion. If we're only at 20% utilization, that's 1.5 billion. We have well enough, more than enough currently, in my opinion. So the key here for us to really feel the pinch, in my opinion, is we have to be 30+% utilization from the get-go for us to really feel that and to get the flywheel kicked off. Now, a lot of this could be helped by the DAO selling Riftwatcher packs. But if it doesn't, then I think I think we need to hit like that 2 billion DEC mark utilized on land. The other thing too is that the Grain DEC LP will not be live. So there's another added utility for DEC that will not be live on day one, right? Because we're going to want a pretty deep pool so that people, there's not too much slippage on grain. But if that's not going live until like October, I mean, that could be like another mini catalyst, 1.6. 1.6 could actually be where things really start to take off. I don't know. It's a working theory. 1.5 is going to be slow going, but 1.6 opens up a lot of opportunity. Prefix titles, so people switch over to magic tokens, land surfing, and the Grain DEC LP. Gold for rares makes a lot of sense to hit your targets. You have more control to pick up a few extra cards for $2 to get to your 50,000. Yeah, you know what, Bitcoin Sig? I think we're gonna switch over to gold foil rares. I don't know how much I have. I know that I have a couple, and I can just work with those. And then see where things go. The gap between scrap and part are closing in. Where has that been traditionally? I know that scrap is down and part is just kind of following it. Oh, dude, scrap, look at that. Yikes. Oh, but part's doing its job to follow it. So, yeah, I mean, these tokens are going to be... Here's the thing. Both of these games, and again, I'm not trying to throw shade. It's just the tokenomics for something like infinitely inflationary. They're just going to be utility in game. So the question then becomes, how long does it take for somebody to spend $1 on either scrap or token and be able to buy enough of those, scrap or part, and be able to buy enough to burn, and catch up to the top of the leaderboard? I mean, even Shard, which is supposed to have a ton of value, is going down too. Yes, I am, and we have a lot of great properties available. I will not be able to utilize all my common, and we'll have a lot of rare properties available. Awesome. Well, this is not going live until 1.6. Land surfing is not going live until 1.6. So just keep that in mind, Ryan. You're going to have a little time before that happens, which again could make things very interesting in 1.5 versus 1.6. Ooh, exciting times, guys. I just hope we actually get 1.5 live. Like, I just want it to be there so we can start working on it. That's it. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll be fun. Damn, nightmare packs have just fallen down too. Yeesh. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess it's more waiting, more SPS out there. Ooh, Brandon, that's a good question. When is the next group land stream? I know Virus has got a schedule. I will be heading out of town this weekend, so it's just gonna be rough. It probably won't be until next week. Maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Well, Tuesday night I'll have the Splinterlands TV stream, so maybe we'll shoot for Wednesday. So yeah, in about a week from now, Brandon, is the hope. So keep your eyes open for that. Which gives me some time to plan ahead, especially if we know that land is coming, hopefully a week or two after that. This weekend, no, unfortunately can't do this weekend. I'll be traveling. And I don't know what the schedule is for Darkest Night and Virus. If anybody else wants to hop on, though, let me know. We're all just trying to get things together, and any opinions, people who are looking at it from a different perspective are always welcome. I'll be working up a spreadsheet this week. Put it off too long. Lots of details to consider. Indeed. Yeah, I need to work on my spreadsheet. But this was a good conversation. Bitcoin Sig actually put me onto the gold foil rares, gold foil epics. I in my mind I was just like, man, I gotta go, throw up the money for a gold foil epic. But my mind has changed a lot about the diminishing returns with keeps. So if that's the case, I might as well just try to get that 40 to 50,000 production and see where we go from there. And then that leaves more open for the other two plots, which I've not even planned out, because it's like I don't even know what we're gonna do. It all depends on like what I'm able to get in terms of grain from the keep. I still gotta finish my land prep. Been buying for months, and so feel like I need to get more. Just dropped $25 on gold for rares. Oh, nice. Tails, you want to hop in? Yeah, we'll do it. That'll be fun. Did they say if Rooney will need grain? I think so. It's not like, I know it's like a robot, but I think it still needs to eat. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and we can end this here. I know we talked mainly Splinterlands, but that's where all the hype is right now. GLG, I don't know if there's any news on that, but I've been jumping into some games there. I actually like it. I know it's not perfect, it's not pretty, it's not polished, but I find it to be somewhat fun and interesting, and I can't wait for there to be like an actual like gameplay and skills and all that stuff, building a team. Still doing Go, having fun with that for what it is. I need to, so I haven't done any TerraCore content here, but do people play TerraCore? Because I know that I'm missing out a whole other element of the game outside of just like leveling up my things. I know that there's like NFTs and all these things, and I need to dive in, but I'm wondering if I can talk to someone to figure out how to navigate all of that. And then still playing Decrops. Decrops is fun. It's very slow, and I haven't been progressing in there as much as I would like. I just do my usual season Tetris of crops, and then slowly add to whatever I have. And then Starbits. Look at this, Starbits at 0. Yikes. Still doing that too. All right, so I know that there's other Hive games out there. Anybody else playing anything else that's worth checking out? Oh, whatever happened to Woo? Is there a game? I remember there's supposed to be a game by like June of this year. What is this TerraCore token that's 83 cents? There's so many random ass tokens here. Crop is actually rather... Huh. Okay. Okay. Asking for a map chat right now. All right, cool. Rooney should live off of auto-tune songs. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. I will be live again tonight, not on this channel, but on Splinterlands TV. So if you want to talk a little bit more, maybe there'll be some, I don't know, alpha dropped later today. We can do that then. But otherwise, I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, night, week. I'll be honest, I don't know when the next live stream that I'll be able to do on this channel will be. May not be until like not this upcoming Thursday, but a week from Thursday, unless I'm able to swing something random while I'm traveling and it makes sense. But if not, I hope you're doing well. I'll try to do my best to continue making content over the next couple of days. And yeah, land 1.5 coming to a Mav server near you in the very near future here. So lots to be excited about. All right, y'all. Peace.